Hello everyone, it's Robin Dudley House, the artsy bohemian, coming to you from my studio in Los Angeles, California. I know I have been MIA. I have to make money, and YouTube doesn't make me money, so I'm popping in here to show you something super fun. I'm kind of late to the party on this. You've probably seen it before, but I think all artists have a different take on what they're inspired by, and that's kind of what happened with me. So we're gonna make the simplest and funnest, in my opinion right now, folio. It's made with one sheet of paper. It can be any size, and I saw it on a woman's YouTube channel. I think it's Camellia Crafts, and her name's Julia, and she's super funny. I don't know if she's from the UK or Scotland or whatever, but she's very entertaining and she's extremely talented. So I didn't make mine the way she did because I don't have the same materials. She uses a huge piece of paper from a book, and I don't have that, so I converted 12 by 12 one-sided scrapbook paper, and I made a few of the folios, and I also made this one from a really large piece of music paper, and I'm going to attempt to make one out of this super old ledger page. And I'll show you the other ones here. So this one I actually finished. We did this in the Secret Spooky Society. We made this. Made these cute kind of medals. I was inspired by the fodder challenge that happened recently. This is the Shrinky Dink from Lynn Perella, AC Doocy. And it's been colored, and I've had it forever, and I thought it looked really good with this. And I just added just tiny little pieces of leftover papers. Made a cute little hat for her out of some ledger paper. And then it opens up, and you have this wonderful folio that you can put in another junk journal, or you can use on its own. And this is from a huge cold brew bag from Trader Joe's. So similar to tea bags, but way bigger. And here's another folio that I kind of messed up, but you can still use it, and it's more like a accordion in a way. Same process. And then I made extra pockets on here, but basically the pockets that you're making are these two pockets when we're actually constructing the folio. So I'm going to show you how I did it. It's super quick. I think you're going to love it. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of use the well, here's some other ones. This is another one. I didn't really finish that one. This one is from the scrapbook paper. This is from Hobby Lobby. So those of you in the US, Hobby Lobby has really great deals on 12 by 12 sheets of the paper pads, especially if you get them, 50% off when they have their sales. So we're going to do it in the blue because I have been working on this for months. It's the Shabby Blue series, and I've kind of been keeping it to the side, wanting to work on it, but just have not been able to. So we're going to start first with this blue sheet of 12 by 12 paper, and it's only one-sided. So when she did hers, it was two-sided. This is the Theodosia square. You're probably familiar with it. It's a great pad to have if you're a junk journaler, because there's 180 sheets, ladies, and regular price is $22.99, but I got it half off probably. So with this one, you don't have to worry about which direction you're working because there's no words on it, and there's no images that could go upside down, so it makes it super easy. So I'm going to fold it in half one way and fold it in half the other way, and then the magic happens, and it's literally probably takes less than 5 minutes. Do it that way, and then we're going to fold it this way. So that's it for that, and then I'm going to fold it in half. So this will be And like I said, it doesn't have any direction on it, so it'll be perfect, and it'll match my shabby blue that I started working on. I don't even know what it's going to be. It's probably going to be some kind of junk journal. Okay, so once you have that, and this is a little crooked. That's the thing, when you're folding, things kind of get a little crooked, so I'm going to go back here. And I'm going to use, so you're going to make sure that the fold is open on the top, because this is going to be your top. This is your bottom where it's folded. Then you're going to take and fold almost like a hair within the fold in the center, and then you're going to do it on the other side. And it's probably like a 1/16 of an inch if you want to be technical. And then, so this is the part that comes, that's different from what she did, because it is one-sided. So you're going to take and fold in one of the front here into like a triangle. And I'm going to open this up because it's easier to make it line up. So I'm going to do that on this side. And then I'm going to make sure it's lined up on this side, and then I have to open it up again. I mean, I could actually, it's easier to do it like this and then flip it back over the other side. That's kind of what I've been doing. Yeah, this gal is very talented. She's funny. I'll leave a link down below for her channel. And it looks like she's gaining popularity because she seems to have several views. Which I wish I did, but I'm just not on YouTube as much. You have to be practically chained to the YouTube channel to get any kind of traction. So if you like what you see and you like all my other videos, please subscribe and give a thumbs up, because that'll just keep the people seeing my content. So there's that. So this part here, you could fold it back this way, but it's white. So what I did is I folded it, actually I'm going to do it this way again. I folded it this way, and we're going to cover that white up with the excess that's here on these little tabs. And I'm going to line that up with that. Oh, I must have messed something up here. Oh no. Alright. A little crooked, but that's okay. So now I am going to cut the excess off just a smidge under the line here, because this is going to be tucked in like that. You could also use washi tape. I probably need more than that, but now what you're going to do is you're going to open this back up. I'm also going to show you how to do it, and hopefully with that ledger paper. I haven't tried it with ledger paper when something's double-sided. I tried using, I'm going to cut this triangle into 2 triangles. I tried using a double-sided scrapbook cardstock because I don't really know, I don't know if I've ever seen scrapbook paper or cardstock that, or I should say scrapbook paper. It's always cardstock, right? Unless you guys know of any that isn't. I'm gonna glue these little triangles down, and I hope I cut enough. One here. You can go ahead and glue this part down. And this here. It's a little overage, and I'll just trim that off. So that, yeah, see how it covers it? So it looks solid. So yeah, cardstock doesn't work. It's too bulky with all these folds. Sometimes you can get cards, 12 by 12 cardstock that isn't super thick, but I even tried that with some of that, and it worked okay. Depends on, you know, the poundage. There we go. See, that's it. Isn't that too cute? I mean, I shouldn't say that's it. So what you're going to do now is I have to trim this. I always have to seem to trim this part here. I'm going to trim it with my trimmers because you can see it's a little off. So I'm going to trim just a tad off here and here. And then you can sew it. So you can sew here, here, and here. Or you could glue it. You just glue it down. I'm going to trim it off and I'll be right back. At this point, I'm not going to sew it because I only have black thread in my machine and I don't want to change it because I'm lazy. I'm going to just glue it down and then glue it here. But before I do that, I'm going to distress it with some ink. You can also make the half moons here with a punch because these open and those are pockets. So there's 6 pockets in all. There's actually going to be more because I'm going to make some other pockets here. Also, you have to, I mean, you don't have to. You need to glue those flaps down on either side. So I've distressed it, and now I'm going to glue everything down. I thought I would glue it along with you if you're doing this. I'm just going to make a little line there. Hope all you are doing well. I'm super lucky because it hasn't been super hot where I am. I know lots of the parts of the country, of the U.S., I should say, are sweltering, and I'm just crossing my fingers that it doesn't hit us at all because I hate the heat. And thank you to those of you who've reached out wondering where I was. That was very sweet of you. I have a ton of work that I do, and it's, you know, stuff I don't show. Most of it's for the Secret Spooky Society. And I've also started teaching in-person classes, and they take an enormous amount of time to make the kits, not to mention the actual project. Weeks and weeks, months, just a ton of time. So I have a little tiny second to play around on YouTube. So that's glued down, and that's glued down. And that's it. So I started taking stuff out to decorate, but I thought I would show you the ledger paper one first, and then we'll decorate a little bit for the shabby blue folio. Okay, so I think I just erased a bunch of footage. So basically I have folded it this way. You could also fold it this way, and then you would fold in your folios like that. So this one's a little chunkier. This one is pretty cool because it's long, and I think I'm going to do it this way. So it'll be kind of a slender, skinny journal or folio. So again, we're going to fold one side to here. Remember to keep, this is the top part right here, because this is a pocket. This would be kind of a fun little folio to make if you have a friend that's a book reader, and you could use the pockets here to make bookmarks. Be a fun gift to make for someone who likes to read books, and give them a book and this. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. I like that. I might make another one the other way, but it's so cool how this old writing is here, and some of this has the ink stains from their hands. I got really lucky and found it at a flea market. And the thing with flea markets is you have to go all the time because you're never going to find, you see the mark right there? You're not going to find things just when, you know, going once. I mean, you might. So I'm going to fold this down quite a bit. I might keep it like that because of that number, and it says 1889. I think I am. Oops, I did both of them. Thought it was kind of thick. So yeah, it's easy to fold it this way just so that you can get a nice 90-degree angle and then flip it. Normally I have the fan on, but because even though it's not hot, it's still warm. But I can't have it on when I'm filming because it's loud. So I'm hot. I'm a hot mama. Okay, so this goes this way. And this goes this way. And wouldn't it be, I think I'm going to sew little buttons right there and maybe some lace. I'm going to go ahead and, so you see, I mean, it's easier, a little easier if it's double-sided. I mean, it really isn't that hard anyway. They're crooked. No. So I'm going to glue that down. And I think on this one I'm going to sew it because I just like that look. You can sew it or glue it like I did the other one. So I have a bunch of buttons, mother of pearl that I love. Let's see here. Always on the lookout for mother of pearl buttons. I have tons of them, but they seem to be more and more scarce. Almost looks like a shirt, huh? Maybe I'll do 2 on this side and 1 on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack it down a little bit with some glue. And then I'll hand sew. I do a little bit on the sides here. I love that number. I want to keep those open. I'm going to grab some black thread. I don't know, this might be too fat for the holes here. Oh, it's okay. I get one that's a little thicker. gonna do is maybe make a little tie here. And we'll cut off the excess. I made those knots, but I don't like them. So I'm going to do that on the other side. Might, maybe I'll do a couple. I'm going to sew those and I'll be right back. Okay, as always, nothing is ever quick with me, so I'm going to have to wrap this up so I can finish the blue folio. So what you want to consider when if you make something this long is maybe using images or whatever you want that are long. It just kind of goes well with this. Or do 3 like short things, you know. So this is a doll that I colored. I did a little tutorial on this a couple months back. I'll try to remember to put a link down below. It's a red lead rubber stamp, and I did a couple different versions of the doll. So I love how she looks on here. And then I made, I was part of the fodder challenge, like I said earlier. And this is part of some of the fodder, and it's just a little watercolored dot or circle that just as the name says, you can use as fodder for your art. So I like the way this looks here, and maybe I might stamp a number in there. That would look kind of cute. And maybe I'll go ahead and do that because I always have handy my little, I have all these wonderful, this one, Hocus Pocus, Full Moon Tonight. Ooh, I like that one, Full Moon Tonight. When all else fails, use numbers or words. They always kind of fill in the blanks. Put these away. Welcome to those of you who are new to my channel. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. It costs you nothing, and it helps grow my channel and helps other people find me. So I thought this would look cute, but I like it, but it's a little bit too much of the same color, and I like the simplicity of this. So I'm just going to stick with that for right now. Then I added this old image from, I believe it was the Library of England. There's lots of, you know, free content that you can get out there, and I liked it because it's long. Then I made a bookmark, very simple, just a piece of cardstock, folded it over, and then stapled some textiles there. And something like that. And then this was another piece that I had cut out for a class that I was teaching for my Secret Spooky Society. And she would make a great bookmark, and she fits right in here. But I have to cover the back because it was some kind of container for something, and I just don't want to do that. I mean, I could even leave her in the back like this, and then maybe put a paper clip. And then I have a couple of other fun images here that I could add. So I'm going to think about that. I just wanted to show you. I still have to kind of glue the bottom there, but I wanted to kind of move on and work on the blue so I can finish out this particular video. And one other thing I thought, wouldn't it be fun if you knew a friend who loved iced tea and you have like an old teaspoon? You could use this as a holder for that, and or if they're into junk journals, you can put a cool old wooden, this is too big, but a ruler, you know, think of things that are long that you could use. Pencil, paint brushes would work nice. So it's kind of a fun shape to play with. All right, I have gathered some of the things that I've been gathering for a couple of months since I started this shabby blue project, because I don't typically have anything blue, but there's certain blues that I am attracted to. This is something I've had forever, and I've hoarded it, and it's such a beautiful dusty blue. It just might work for this. And I shouldn't be spending this much time on this because it's just a folio, but I want it to look pretty. So I think I like that. I think we're just gonna start cutting stuff and doing it. And this is such a pretty card. It's from Miel, M-I-E-L, Frank Garcia's studio. Most of you know that I teach there now, and there's so many pretty things in there. So I had to get this because I thought I could use it for, you know, junk journals. And it's so easy because, you know, they're small and you can use them quickly. So I'm going to do that on here. And glue that here. Isn't that pretty? Might have to trim it a little bit. And then this will be my focal. And I'll set this to the side and wait till it dries. It shouldn't take too long. I'm going to kind of scrunch this up a little, I think. I'll go here, maybe off a little bit. I think I want some on the top too. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys work like this, where you just gather a bunch of stuff and put it so that you can see it, because it seems to make, for me, it makes it way easier to just gather. It might take a little time to gather the stuff, but it just, having everything all in one space really is inspiring to me. And I think I've been collecting some really cute little blue buttons, so I'll try to find those and see, maybe put a couple of them here. Also, I have this little blue bag that I've been just putting all my blue stuff in, and I just remembered I have yeah, those aren't gonna work. These are so pretty. I've had them so long. Look at the paper's gotten aged. They're brads and they're fabric. They're just so cool. but they're not really, I don't really think they'll work. That one might, because it has a little bit of a red in it, and it might pick up that. So it's possible. I might just let it sit there and we'll see. Yeah, that might work. It's nice, keep, you know, figuring out the color scheme that you want, but you don't want to just do all of the same color blue. You want to add some pops of color if you can. So I'm going to let that sit here. And then I've been collecting or cutting out a lot of the ephemera from the shabby blue kit from My Porch Prints. So I have a bunch of pieces already cut out. And I think I want to make this into a pocket, so what I'll do is, it's too long, so I'm just going to wrap it around, and it'll be, you know, go here. That looks kind of cool, and this will be kind of covering up some of it. Maybe I won't. I don't think I like that. Initially I did, and I thought it would look cool, but I don't think it looks cool with this little composition. This is really pretty. This is a swatch, a sample swatch. Pretty piece of lace. Isn't this gorgeous? This I'll probably use on the final journal cover. It has the tiniest, faintest blue on the edge. It's really special, I think. Oh, I think what I'll do for pockets is use these. I cut these out. Some embossed. I have to cut them a little shorter. White cardstock. And then maybe put some lace on the edges. Yeah, so if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't watched me for a while, I am teaching a lot of classes in the next 3 months. I would love to meet you if I haven't met you before, and or if you haven't taken a class with me before, or if you're a student that's taken lots of classes, I would love to have you come. I'll be teaching, they're all kind of Halloween related. The one at Frank Garcia is spooky cute. It's like a pink version of Halloween, so those of you who don't like the other type, you would probably like that, and I have a video on that. I'll leave the videos of the flip-throughs of all the classes. So I have two actually at Peacemakers in Costa Mesa. They're both the Witch Hat Society, which was a really popular class last year. And there's 2 dates, so, and they're 2-day classes. So that's a really cool, because that means you are going to get a lot for your money. Not only do you get lunch both days, you get my undivided attention, because the class size will be fairly small, and we don't have to rush, and I can talk more about the process, and we can spend more time, you know, creating things without rushing. And you should definitely be able to go home with a finished journal, because honestly, most of the journals that I teach in in-person classes, almost impossible to finish in 1-day class. So that's the exciting thing about that. The kits are optional. The kits are optional for both of those classes at Peacemakers, or you can buy one. I lowered the price to $65, which is a steal, because they're packed with vintage and antique ephemera, and so the first dates are the 25th and 26th, which is a Friday, Saturday, and then the second 2 dates are Thursday, Friday, and that's the 7th and 8th of September. So I hope to see you there. And then the one at Frank Garcia's is the weekend after that, the pink and black version of Cute, Spooky Cute. And that's going to be the 16th of September. That's a Saturday, and I am grateful that he's going to let me stay there from 10 to 7:30, so we should probably be able to finish that. And that's a really fun journal. It's going to be a journal plus a box that the journal can go into, but honestly the journal's kind of big, so it's kind of stuffed. So we're going to make a really fun ephemera type of a journal where we're making shaker cards and pop-ups, and it's just going to be more technique oriented with fun things that you could use, and ephemera that you can use not only for the journal that we're making, but also for other journals that you'll make in the future. So I hope to see you guys there. And then the last one is a really nice, a big 3-day weekend in Nevada, in Henderson, Nevada, and that's going to be the 20th through the 22nd of October. So that one's all Halloween. Yeah, and so if you love Halloween, you will love going to that event in Henderson, Nevada. And like I said, I'll give all the links down below. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some lace here for a tie. Isn't that pretty? And so if you do love spooky crafts, if you love Halloween, I have something called the Secret Spooky Society where we celebrate the spooky season all year round. We do Halloween crafts all year round, and it's not the gory kind, which I can't stand. I don't like that. It's more kind of gothic, more on the gothic, almost like I kind of call it shabby spooky. So I'll leave a link down below, and you can see a lot of them, not all of them, but most of the items that we've made over the last year and a half on the site. And it's only $22 a month, and you can quit anytime. I've had lots of people stay for a long time, the original founders, and we have so much fun making things. And I also have a monthly Zoom call, so you guys we can talk live, which is almost unheard of for most memberships. And we talk about spooky things, we talk about the things that we're making, chat about our lives. It's just nice. It's a really nice group. They're very kind and very talented, and we just have a lot of fun. So at this point, I'm just kind of filling things up. I really like doing this thing where you bend it and then just staple it with some trim. too big. This is so white. I'm not used to that. This is really pretty. I got it at Hobby Lobby, I think, years ago. It's kind of a very lightly tinted blue. Maybe I'll put her on the back. Maybe. This is kind of cool too. This is from when I saw this on Frank Garcia's site. He sends out newsletters like twice a week, and you get to see all the new stuff. And oh my gosh, I went crazy because of the Marie Antoinette theme. It's called Avec Moi. And the colors in this are mostly the pinks and that really beautiful Cimarron, I think it is. Can't remember. It's like a beautiful turquoisey green. It's not Cimarron. Can't think of the name right now. But there was one thing in here, and I thought, well, that might work. I'll put that there. Oh, it was this little blue chipboard. Oh, good, they're sticky. Maybe there's a way I can glue that down. I like that there. Yeah, definitely want to do a whole theme with these colors. So pretty and feminine. Probably almost get ready to leave it at this. I have some really pretty blue rhinestones, and I think I'll add that, and then just keep it simple, because it is going to be added to whatever I'm going to be doing to finish. I just finished it, and I love the way it came out. This is I stamped a red lead stamp on some muslin and then attached it to a punch out of some old wallpaper. So I like the way that came out. And I did a hand stitch a little bit around that. And then look at how cute. Very simple. Not too packed, but it's so neat that you can put quite a bit in these little folios. More old wallpaper and that lace here. And these are mostly from My Porch Prints. So I'll leave the link down below. This is Tim Holtz and My Porch Prints. I just added punch outs of old wallpaper on those as well. I could add even more. I was just thought I need to wrap this up. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's a fun starter for you to kickstart your creativity. Just make a bunch of them and have them ready to go for any project that you want. Even could use them as cards. Like I said, you could use them for bookmarks. So this closes on the end. And there they are. So leave a comment down below if you like this. Give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the, I think it's all. I can't remember. Anyway, see you in the next video. Bye.